What happens when your favorite Great Dane and those meddling kids from Mystery Incorporated get zapped into cyberspace and, well, become part of a video game and take on one bad electrical monster of a virus? Easy. You've got this film right here. Here's my review of Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase. Zoinks! Like, this is Big D's entertainment rankings and reviews, right, Scoob? Right! So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. I'm the Big D, and this time around, I bring to you a review of the 2001 direct-to-video animated sci-fi comedy flick Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase from Warner Bros. Along with Hanna-Barbera. This, of course, is the fourth in a series of direct-to-video animated films based on the popular franchise. It was released on physical media on October 9th, 2001. In spite of its grimmer atmosphere, it also has a lighter tone similar to the previous film, Scooby-Doo and the Alien Invaders. This was the final Hanna-Barbera production to be executive produced by both William Hanna and Joseph Barbera before Hanna's death earlier that year on March 22nd, and it was dedicated in his memory. It is also the fourth and final Scooby-Doo film to be animated overseas by the Japanese animation studio Mook Animation, and the first film to use digital ink and paint. This film, along with Aloha Scooby-Doo, was part of the first Scooby-Doo animated films to be re-released on Blu-ray in April of 2011. This also was the first film to feature Grey Delisle as the voice of Daphne after the death of Mary Kay Bergman, who, of course, she would go on to voice Daphne in What's New Scooby-Doo, which came on the WB network the following year. It was also the last film that featured Jim Stenstrom and Davis Joyce serving as director and producer respectively after creative differences from Warner Bros. It's also the last film where Sky and Nez voiced Scooby and Shaggy, and last film where BJ Ward voiced Velma. It was also the last production released by Hanna-Barbera after the studio was absorbed into Warner Bros. Animation 7 months before its release. Now, of course, Jim Stenstrom was the director of this film. Here's the story. The Mystery Incorporated gang visits their old friend and college student, Eric Stoffer, who has invited them to see a prize-winning computer game he has made based on their adventures in a high-tech laser, both of which he intends to enter at a campus science fair. Upon their arrival, they learn that a computer virus monster known as the Phantom Virus materialized from Eric's game and attacked him before his teacher, Professor Kaufman, drove it off with a high-powered magnet, and it has been terrorizing the campus ever since. While investigating potential suspects, Eric Kaufman, Bill McLemore, and who is Eric's best friend and baseball-loving programmer, and grumpy campus security guard Officer Wembley, the gang encounters the Phantom Virus before someone uses Eric's laser to beam them all into his game, where the gang learns that they must complete every level by finding a box of Scooby snacks to get out of the game. Following initial difficulties in the first three levels, the game progresses quickly until they reach the final level, where they meet cyber versions of themselves. After escaping from the Phantom Virus, the cyber gang reveals that they know where to locate the final box of Scooby Snacks and lead the original gang to an amusement park where they battle real versions of monsters that Mystery Inc. had previously faced and unmasked as human criminals. Now, eventually, Scooby-Doo's cyber double distracts the Phantom Virus so the original Scooby can grab the last box of Scooby snacks, deleting the Phantom Virus and returning the gang to the real world. Now I'm going to go to the last bit of this ending and reveal who the monster is. You must stop this video at once. Go to the description box below, fast forward to the time below. I'm counting that right now, so you better continue if you're done. Okay, you've been warned. Using baseball related clues they found in phrases the Phantom Virus used during their adventure, they reveal Bill as its creator. Arrested by Wembley, Bill reveals that he was jealous that Eric's video game was chosen for the science fair over his, even though he had been at the school 2 years longer and felt it was unfair. So he created the Phantom virus to scare Eric away and claim the prize money for himself, fearing that Mystery Inc. would discover he had created the virus. He beamed them into cyberspace in the hope that they would not survive and would not return to the real world. Afterwards, the gang and Eric go to a local restaurant to celebrate and reunite with the cyber gang on Eric's laptop. In the story, or is it? There's a post-credit scene where the gang tells the audience what their favorite parts of the film were, and that truly is end of story. So, what did I think of Scooby Doo and the Cyber Chase? Now, I've only seen this maybe a time or two, but it's been a long time now. But I finally got to watch it for the first time in years, and I will say it's a nice little film. On Rotten Tomatoes, it sits at 60%, and Common Sense Mia gave the film 2 out of 5 stars, saying, fine for fans of the franchise, but too much cartoon jeopardy for little kids. Anyway, but even so, after this, there would be some more stuff to come, including a video game released on the PlayStation and Game Boy Advance by THQ. Now, I might be wrong, but I think this was actually the very first Scooby-Doo video game to come to home console since Scooby-Doo Mystery from Acclaim Entertainment on the Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis, even though both of those were different games, but they had the same title. Now, I've never actually watched gameplay of that game, but maybe I'll look into it one day and maybe I'll check it out. I mean, even though I got a PlayStation 3, but you are aware PlayStation 3 does play a PlayStation 1 game, you know. I think the story's fine and what have you. I mean, I did like the animation and its music, composed by Louis Febre, and it has some good music. Even the Scooby Doo Where Are You theme song, which is done by the B 52s, the group behind Rock Lobster, Rome, and oh, I hate saying that song's name, Love Shack. Now, of course, this wasn't the first time the B 52s actually did work on a Hanna-Barbera project. Now, they had recently done the Flintstones theme for the Flintstones live action feature back in '94, and Fred, a member of the group, actually did the eco rap for the final season of The New Adventures of Captain Planet. I will say their version of this is pretty good, not too bad. So I gotta give them credit for that. So anyway, yeah, this would be the last film for the original team that worked on this and its predecessors. Soon they would get well to a little more funner feel to it with when they gave us Scooby Doo and the Legend of the Vampire, which I'll be talking about in the next video. The voice acting cast absolutely superb. Sky is once again great as Scooby and Shaggy. Yep, definitely. Frank Welker once again voices Fred like always, since he's done it since day one of Scooby Doo's debut. Gray Delisle makes her first performance as Daphne, and of course, she would go on to voice Daphne in Scooby's comeback show, What's New Scooby Doo, and she's still voicing Daphne to this day. BJ Ward's final outing as Velma, very good. Now, for the other cast members, voicing Officer Wembley is Joe Alaskey, who most people would know this late great star from numerous shows, including various Looney Tunes, as well as Plucky Duck from Tiny Toon Adventures, and also, let's see, and also he had also voiced Stinky in Casper, and Also as Sylvester and Twee in the Sylvester and Twee mysteries, which that was still being shown on the tube at that time. Now, of course, and of course, I also knew him as the best as Uncle Beano Frolic from the cult classic 80s sitcom Out of This World. Voicing Eric is Bob Bergen, also a well known voice actor who, of course, also did Twee as well as Porky Pig and other Looney Tunes characters. And of course, also, most people would host the short lived kids version of Jeopardy in the form of Jeb. I think he did an exceptionally good job. Professor Kaufman, voiced by Tom Kane, who, of course, was already well known for voicing Professor Utonium in the Powerpuff Girls. He had already recently lent his voice to various cartoons like the Iron Man tune from the 90s, Fam 2040, the Incredible Hulk animated series in the 90s, as well as other Hanna-Barbera shows like Cow and Chicken and the Wild Thornberries. Oh, Wild Thornberries was Nickelodeon. Johnny Bravo was Hanna-Barbera. Oops, I got sidetracked here. My bad. Yeah, I hate it when that happens. Um, and of course, after this, he would voice Lord Monkey Fist in on Disney's Kim Possible. Mikey Kelly voices Bill. Of course, he voiced Michelangelo in the TMNT movie in 2007, as well as Silver Surfer on the Superhero Squad show. And voicing the Phantom Virus is Gary Sturgis, who, of course, known for his role as Bar Patron and other characters on TV's America's Most Wanted, and of course, also well known for voicing Ebon on Static Shock. So you got to admit the cast is really good. So overall, Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase, it's a nice film. It's got the same great characters we know and love for many years, plus a few additional ones to go along with this. Then the story's fine, music's pretty good. Overall, I think it's not too bad of a film. Would I recommend it? I'd say sure, go ahead. I think maybe give it a one-time watch if you are a hardcore Scooby fan, that is. So what did you think of Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase? Let me know in the comments section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Continue to help support my channel, and you know the rest. Join me later tonight when I review Scooby-Doo and the Legend of the Vampire. So if you like this, check out these other videos of Scooby's movies. In the upper left-hand corner, you can check out my review of Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island. The upper right-hand corner is my review of Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost. And the bottom left-hand corner is my review of Scooby-Doo and the Alien Invaders, the last three Scooby films that came out before this. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe if you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc. Then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.